Hey, hi, welcome to Casper Paranormal View. Hello, everybody. Today is December, let's see, can you say that? 20th, right?
The day before the end of the world.
Oh, my God.
Hey.
We're ready to go on the day of the end of the world. I was trying to sign on to chat. I don't know if anybody's on yet, but please,
not yet.
if you're not on yet, please sign on to Madhouse Reality TV. Sign on to the chat, become a member. This way we can communicate with you guys a little bit better. And if you do have a question regarding the end of the year and any woman crawling on the floor, I want you to. Did I mention? Sorry.
Where'd you get that from?
You know what? I visualized a woman crawling on the floor.
Okay.
I don't know. Just something I was thinking about. Oh yeah, I'm looking at camera number 2. I should be looking at number 1. I don't know why. But anyway, yes, tomorrow. What?
That was still fine.
Tomorrow is the end of the world, they say.
As they know it.
Yes.
What time? Do we know what time?
Yeah, some 11, 12, I think, or something like that.
It's 11, 12?
Right.
like
Like
not
12
like-
minutes after 11 a.m., just so everybody knows.
Okay.
My AT&T has already been notified by myself that I am not paying the bill.
So in Australia right now, it's the end of the world.
No, it's only going to be the end of the world in
Oh,
America, I think.
Oh.
It's just America. That's what I...
Mayan time?
It's just American.
Did the Mayans just say it was America?
I didn't read that memo.
Is it just a New York thing? Or Long Island even?
Oh, yeah, no, right. It could be just be West Islip. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, your views on that, you can always give us a call at 631-669-7999. Whether or not you think it's the end of the world, and if you do, you can tell us why. If you don't, we'd love to hear why.
Sign on the chat. You don't have to call in.
Right. If you're afraid to call in and you don't want to hear your voice on the wonderful airwaves here,
Yeah, right.
you can always just sign right onto the chat. What do you think about the end of the world?
Well, all this research I've been doing lately.
You've been doing research on the end of the world, Angel?
It's always.
Really?
You always have to. You never know when
Or
it's going to end.
standing on a roof?
You never know when it's going to end. I have to buy something big before we go.
Yeah, no doubt.
I had a thing with Adam Ferrara before on Facebook, and he says, "Boy, I hope it's the end of the world." I just ran up my credit cards, and I thought, "Yeah, I just went out and bought a Lamborghini on credit."
There you go. We drove here in Angelo's Lamborghini, by the way. It was very nice. Thank you. I'm actually trying to sign into chat as I speak with everybody.
It's not working.
It probably will.
Tom
Yeah.
says hello. Hello,
Tom?
Tom.
The Tom here said hello.
Yeah, Tom, yeah.
Oh, because he could just yell it.
I know.
I'm just like, he's right here. Just say hi.
We go from one show to the other.
Yeah. Hey, you want to talk about that? We just were
cool.
on the
LJ's
wonderful,
good, man.
exciting.
He's got a lot on his head.
Yeah, including that cap he was wearing.
Bandana, but there's a lot on his head.
Yeah, nice guy, funny guy.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty smart, actually, as far as history is concerned.
He says a real big history buff, which is nice.
Blows me away with that.
Yeah.
I'm not bright when it comes to that history thing like he is. But
Jeannie just signed on.
I will. Hello, Jeannie. Welcome to the show. And I do want to say something about this. It blows my mind. There's a guy in China. I don't know what ethnic background he is. I don't know if he's Chinese. I don't know what ethnic background. It doesn't even really matter. But there's this guy in China that gave up all his worthy possessions because it's the end of the world, right? So he gave up his house, he gave up his car, he gave all his money away. Not a guy who's living broke. He's got nothing. My thing is, why are you giving up all your worthy possessions and giving everybody everything, right? If it's the end of the world, they can't use it either. They're going to be dead too. So why don't you just...
He's making good with Buddha. So if he goes, he's going to a better place.
And does that and receiving the gift, does that do anything to Buddha?
No, he probably wanted all.
What do you have to give it to
I don't
Buddha?
know. What?
Do you have to give it to Buddha? I'm not sure.
No,
I
if
don't
you're
know.
giving it away, I guess it's like if people know they're going to die, they have to make good.
No, I don't
with
think. I don't think so.
Well, that's a lot of people think.
Really?
I have to make good before I die. This way, I get to a better place.
Well,
But why'd you do bad in the first place?
if you were, we've all done bad at one point, haven't we?
I'm on that boat. So.
Yeah. So, yeah, we don't know really where you're going, and whether or not you think everybody's going to go to heaven, hell, or if this is heaven or hell, or anything. What's your thoughts on that?
What? Is the world
What?
gonna end, or
What?
is
We
this
just had a
heaven or
whole
hell?
conversation
I don't
here.
know.
It's
I
heaven
don't
or
know.
hell.
Like,
Yeah,
where is this?
Pick a subject. We'll go with
Like, which one is it?
Pick a topic.
You know what I heard about the end of the world and the
No, why don't you tell me?
everybody's-
Hands and all.
Because you know how like the universe is like elliptic.
Elliptic.
Yes.
The way
you know,
that
oval.
An elliptical.
so like our planet is like moving through it, and we're going to come out the other side.
Oh, really? And what's on the other side?
I don't know. Everybody thinks the world is going to end.
Wow.
We're going to find out
Well, it's
tomorrow.
not going to
at
end. If there's something on the other
11,
side, that
12
means that we're going to a new dimension, no?
Do you have to go to work tomorrow?
I don't think so.
Oh, wow.
I don't. Well, they say it's the fifth dimension, the fifth world,
The fifth dimension.
the
That
fifth
was,
world, the fifth world.
I know
The moon
Captain
is in-
Kirk went there
The
once.
moon is in the 7th house, the 5th dimension.
Really? That's when you were smoking weed back
Oh,
in the day.
boy.
So
that
at
was the
11,
show before
12,
this.
you said you gave us the time, a.m. So we'll find out.
Right. And if this doesn't happen, then what? All the people that gave up all their stuff, what happens then?
What happens to they're going to try?
Did they
to
ask for it
what's going to
back?
happen to him? That's what I want to know.
Well, he's going to give up the Lamborghini, but
They're going to come and get it.
no, does
Stop
that
paying
does
for it.
that
They
guy
have
in
a
China say, "Hey, I made a mistake here.
Harry,
Can
Mitch,
I?"
what are you doing now? You going to go see Buddha one way or the other?
Right. I mean, do you ask for your stuff back? Like, you're actually going away tomorrow, right?
Yes, I'm
Is
going
he-
to be
What time?
6:30 at night.
Oh, well, you'll be dead already, so it doesn't matter.
Well, maybe if
We'll do a
there's, like,
reading on you.
You'll be there in spirit.
lapse, I'm going to be in an
No pun
airplane,
intended.
and I'll be traveling around in space.
Now, do you think this airplane that you're on is going to crash?
No.
Why?
No.
What makes you think so?
Well, actually, I hope it does.
It's one of the safest
Well,
ways
I'm
to travel, as they say.
No, I mean, it's a
Scared to
how do you
fly.
know, right? I mean, you're looking out, you have no control, you're way up in the sky, an engine can blow, then what are you going to do?
Oh my God! I just hope that the seats don't
I'm
fall
making her
back
panic.
She's
I'm
on
doing
the
it
phone.
on
She's
purpose.
canceling the trip right
Because-
now.
because I'm flying American, and I hope my seats don't. I'm gonna be before I get in my chair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Just
like
grab
this.
a wrench.
You got to rock
Bring
the
a
chair.
wrench with
Say
you.
like, wait, is the
Angelo
seat
can
lid-
help you. He's probably got it in the truck. It's a socket set. Just bring a
right.
socket set with you if you can get through security.
Well,
I think you can get through security with knives and everything now. I think that's it, right? Just not a bottle of
plastic
water.
ones, yeah.
Really?
You
No.
can't just have a bottle of water.
You can't even bring that aboard, I don't think.
No, you can't bring a
can't.
bottle of water, but you can bring your knives and stuff. I think. No.
No. Really?
What- You could pack it in your suitcase and have it shipped, but you cannot have it on your person.
All your knives and paraphernalia.
Absolutely, your bongs, whatever else you want to bring.
Wow. Very
Really?
good.
Can bring a-
So
oh,
you
you
can bring
know,
your
I'm
bong.
going to Seattle. Talking about bongs.
Whoa.
They just
Legalized.
legalized marijuana.
Yes.
In
Oh, you're going to be
Seattle.
having a ball, aren't
So
you?
I mean, I'm not. I don't because I'm too old. but
Right,
I
you
do
are
wanna
old.
t-
You are.
She
We were
wants to
talking
try
about
it.
that before, how old you were. We said that. We said, my God, she's old.
She wants to partake.
She is
No, I'm
old.
gonna go check it out. I want to see like if there's like a. I'm gonna go look at it.
What do you look at pot? I mean, what do you look
Well,
at?
she
What do
wants
you,
I
to
don't
take-
know.
If one
Is
is
it
better
gonna
than
be
the
like
other.
a
you pick up the pot and look at it and say, oh. What do you do with
tea
it?
room.
I want to
That's it.
see how
pot
is
room.
it being distributed? Like, what do they have? What do you think? Like little
Wow, we
street
think we're
carts,
going to
like
Amsterdam,
meat
yeah.
trucks, or
We're going to
like you
Holland,
think
wow.
there's like what? Yeah.
No, dude, you put it in a little baggie and you buy it or something like that, right? They're not going to sell them like cigarettes, I
I
don't
think
think.
she's probably some little medicine jars.
Little medicine jars, really?
Well, whatever.
You see that? I'll let you know when I come back.
Yeah.
You know,
Could you just bring us a sample?
I was gonna say, I'm in the United States.
Yes, you are. Very good. You know, nothing gets
Careful,
past
Lord.
her, I'm telling you. She does great readings, guys, but she's not very good with geographic stuff. I mean, she's...
So, can I bring it back on the plane?
No, you can't bring weed back on the plane, okay?
I better not.
Please, that's
No,
all
no,
we
no.
need is a
Now-
picture of you in cuffs. And
That'll be the end of my
Casper
world.
said we can do it.
As we know.
At the end of, here we go again.
Yeah, that'll be the end of you as we know it, but that'll be besides the point. And you'll be in jail. Let me out. Let me out. Your little tarot card sitting over here. And, you know,
I just did a
I
reading.
predict
Just
you're
like
going to
this.
let me out.
I can do
Please.
this. The spirit said I can do this.
No, it doesn't work that way. If you have a question or a comment regarding the end of the earth, please sign into chat, or you can call us at 631-669-7799. I don't know, I was just rambling.
Yeah, really? Where'd that come from?
So what I want to do is I want to talk about a couple of investigations we did over the years, over the last 2012, 2011, things like that. What's the best one that comes to mind for you?
Well, is the school. I like when we went to the Civic Center
With Lisa?
with Lisa the first time, because that was very good, because she had a lot of insight on where to go throughout the center.
That was perfect because that little girl was tugging on her.
That's
too.
exactly what I was just going to get to. She was out in the hall. We were in the room, and Lisa says, I think she's next to me because she's pulling on my pants leg. And when Lisa goes there, the girl the spirit girl, feels very protected by her. So she's always No, there's a couple of kids in the Civic Center. And when we went back the second time, we kind of found out why they were standing by her, because there's a bad man there abusing them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whether he abused them prior to or in the spirit world, he will not release them.
The strangest thing that we had happen during this investigation was both times. Now, you can watch our videos on CasperParanormalResearch.com and click on the videos link, and you can watch all our investigation. That investigation, both times we went there, we could not video it correctly. We had to actually take a recording that we do on EVP and sync it to the video because nothing would work.
Yeah, they were playing games with our equipment. Something fierce there.
That's the only problems that we have ever had.
Yeah,
like
was at that center. You're right. We couldn't record, or you're right, or the audio wasn't working.
Right.
Something
was always
wasn't
wrong.
Yeah, something.
Where
was
was
always.
this?
You're gonna come. We'll
I
have to take you
I will
on
come.
the next one.
I was gonna. The girl is pulling on. Is she like? Do you actually
Holding
see it,
for
or she
protection.
just? Does she feel it, or do you guys
Yeah,
see
she
like?
She knows it. She knows.
Do you
She's-
like? Do her
Lisa's
pants-
gifted. She
does
knows.
it go like this? You mean, or?
Yeah, it's a hold. Like
And
as,
it's
you
funny because
actually
while I was
physically see it?
describing this little
no,
girl,
she physically feels it.
while I was describing this little girl and what she was wearing and everything like that, and I said she's here, and then I said no, she's gone, and then as soon as I said she's gone, Lisa, I don't even think heard me say that. She said I feel her pulling on my leg.
Right.
You know, it's like ran over to her. That was very interesting. That
Yeah,
was a good investigation.
There's a lot of spirits in that center.
Now, over the years that Casper has been doing this, we went from sitting at the lawn furniture place where everybody saw us sitting with the lawn
Right, with all
furniture
our-
inside the house,
all
right?
basement.
To the dinner table, having a great discussion with Vic.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Having Alice as our guest. Alice now is at Madhouse
Madhouse,
Reality
right.
TV. She has her own show here. Make sure you tune in to Alice. To now Madhouse Reality TV.
Yes.
So we've gone different ways. We now have our chat back. Hopefully that will get the viewers that we had, like Laura and the other Laura, and Mr. Higgins. Like, see, those guys probably don't even know that I posted. But they may not realize that we're on yet.
7:30.
Right. They may not.
We did post that we are coming on earlier, so.
So we're usually not even on yet.
That's right.
So they're not tuning in yet. So there's going to be some people, but we'll be able to play this over and over, so they'll be able to know that we did mention Laura. We did mention the Laura from Ohio and Mr. Higgins from Bellwood Paranormal.
Yes.
Those are we have a lot of regulars actually.
We do. Yeah.
So-
We also, a lot of other paranormal teams are also, always on our chat, and we always went on their show. It was good.
Yeah, I
Well,
think I
hopefully we
left
get-
my phone somewhere. I think it's over there. Is my phone over there?
I heard like a phone thing over here.
She
but
does
It should be in the.
chair.
In
I
there
think
somewhere.
my phone is there, so it's like vibrating and hitting the chair. You know what I want to mention about how when you said you went there and your camera and your equipment don't work? My friends have gone to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania,
Mhm.
and in that battlefield, I guess, like where most people died in the
Right.
Civil War,
Most of them.
they said that none of their cameras worked. No one could because they wanted to take pictures.
There is a lot that goes on there. 'Cause we know another psychic that took the trip there, and Bellwood also had a really big investigation.
They have Robos ratings.
Had a very big investigation there, and he could. I wish he was on. He'd be able to tell us
Yeah.
some really good stories.
We should go. Let's go.
What, to Gettysburg?
Yeah, next summer when it gets
Well,
nice.
we-
Let's
yeah.
let's take a little road trip.
All right, we're on our way to Gettysburg right now. No, you have to go. You have to go.
Not now when we, like in the
How
spring.
can we do that when the world's going to end tomorrow? Be realistic. I mean, we can't go to Gettysburg if the world's going to end, unless the world's going to come back the next day.
Unless we could come back from the spirit world and go there.
Why not? But then, what do we investigate?
All right, if the world really doesn't
that's true,
end,
too.
then
Okay.
we will.
Well, that's a big if. Really?
What could possibly happen? Besides it ending, and if it didn't end, what else?
No.
could
What's
possibly-
stopping it from the spaceships?
Yeah, like what could be the big thing that's going to happen? I know what he's saying.
Right.
Well,
I mean,
why not spaceships coming down? And maybe that was
that I
what the
could see
Mayans
because
were.
the Mayans were the aliens had a lot to do with the Mayan society.
Why can't that be?
I believe
Yeah.
that.
Oh, absolutely true.
I believe
How
that.
do you think these temples they build, the pyramids? How do you think they cut,
Stonehenge.
how do you think they cut these rocks, the solid granite rocks, to precision to fit? There had to be something out of this world, no pun intended, that actually had to cut this, or was
Right.
they were far more superior than we are now.
I got to tell you, they also found crystal skulls that were formed just like a human head, that even with today's technology cannot be as precise and smooth,
Right.
and the machinery that it was done with. They found this to be thousands of years old. They also found in the cavemen walls where they used to live carvings of spacemen.
Yes.
I mean, God knows, no pun intended there. Gene Roddenberry was not alive back then.
No.
I mean, how did they know it's spacemen? I mean, really? You think that the cavemen had that kind of foresight, saying that there's going to be
I just watched something
astronauts?
also. Ancient flying machines. I mean, if the aliens came here, they had this special, it looked like a Falcon jet, piece of gold. So they had somebody actually make a bigger scale model of this plane off this little thing, which is about that big, scaled it up, and flew. And it flew with precision.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
I did it.
Wow.
The little thing was made out of gold. It was incredible. And etched into the wall that this bird, it was like a bird of flight, but it was this plane. So, and there were two different kinds, and they built models of both, and they both flew with such precision.
Hey, do you know what my daughter said?
What?
Hi, Daddy.
No, when I told her that I had a van, I don't know why this came to me. I said, oh yeah, I got the van. She goes, oh, you have a van? I said, yeah. She goes, you can live in a van. I'm like, why do you say that? She
right.
goes, Scooby-Doo and those guys did.
Oh.
It just came to my head just now. I have no idea why she said that, but I thought it was really cute. I was just thinking about that.
Wow.
Hey, in the
Kind of went off the
70s,
subject
people
there,
did.
Oh, yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
sure.
Oh yeah,
I
those
was like,
old vans.
going back to that alien thing, though, they definitely had to have somebody teaching them how to do this, because they went in with these precision instruments to measure the cuts and the straightness of these granite blocks that you're cutting 4 feet wide with such precision they couldn't get a piece of paper underneath it.
Yeah, but you know what? They're also talking about Stonehenge, like you
Yeah.
said. That was actually formed, and things come through, and they have stones set up in different places that when
Right,
a
right.
certain light comes through, it actually touches something
Planetary
behind you.
alignment,
Oh
yeah.
my God, really?
Yeah.
I can't figure
Well, that's
that.
what that was for, though.
Let's
that
hit-
was a planetary alignment.
All right,
Yeah,
so
we-
you know what? We're going to touch base on that when we come back. We're going to go to a commercial. We'll be back right after this.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hog's hair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
B&M Performance Cycles, 439 South Main Street, Messina, New York. We handle all parts, accessories, and do all repairs. We can custom build your bike for show or hot rod. We also do New York State inspections on all motorcycles. B&M Performance Cycles. Come see us today.
Hi, welcome back to Casper Paranormal View. We were discussing the Mayans and the end of the world tomorrow. It's around somewhere, give or take, a couple minutes after 11. So, you know, if
Not
you have
now?
any of those bills, no, tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning.
That's a long show we just did.
Yeah, no. Definitely going to happen tomorrow. That's what they say. So
Okay.
that's what the Mayans say.
I'm looking
Me,
forward to it.
personally, I haven't paid any of my bills. So I'm kind of hoping that this comes through in some sort of way, you know. But what is the possibility of it really happening? Who knows? If you have a comment on it, you can always sign into chat. We are a little bit earlier than we normally are, so a lot of the viewers
Maybe
have
we
not.
could have an EMP, which is an electromagnetic pulse, and it would fry every electronic thing around. So you could get off paying your bills that way.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah,
Thank you for
maybe.
that,
But
Angelo.
it makes every car, you can't use the cars. A lot of stuff you can't use now.
You've been
You just
thinking pretty
destroy.
deep into this, haven't you?
No, I've
Why
known
can't you use
about
a
this
car?
one.
Cars runs on gas.
Yeah, but you also
No,
run
they have
off a computer.
computers.
Oh,
So you send out an electronic pulse, and you
It's not like when you
everything
were a
would be
kid.
fake.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every light
Those
bulb
are
would
just
pop. I mean, it would be. It's quite a scene.
when they used to have to put their feet below and pedal like this, and then that's
Hey.
when you had a car, right? I mean, yeah, Fred Flintstone, he was a good guy. But excuse me, we were on our investigations. Before this, we were discussing the investigation that we had at the Civic Center.
Mhm.
Okay, we're gonna go a little bit back further, rewind back into Casper's history of investigations. What is the next investigation? I'm going to tell you one of my favorite, just like you said while we were on commercial, was the basement investigation.
That had to be one of the top
With Will.
investigations. Yes.
Remember Will?
One of the top investigations that we did. It was the most exciting, put it that way.
Yeah,
Wasn't
believe it or
top.
not, the most top investigation that we have is the Massapequa investigation with
Right.
550-something views.
Absolutely.
But I think the second one is the basement investigation, aside from your homes.
Right.
With almost 400 views on that. Why don't you touch base on that one?
Well, we were starting to take on some new members, and this one guy that came aboard, all he wanted to see was evil, and that's not what we do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're setting up in the basement of the old first original studio, and next thing I hear is screaming down there. I'm up on the main floor. There, Chris is in the basement with these other two members, and you hear panic downstairs. And next thing I hear over the walkie-talkie is, Angelo, get down here now with all your stuff. So run down there, and he says the lights went out.
Let me tell you how they went out, though.
Yeah.
Here I am setting up the equipment for an investigation downstairs in a house that I was renting. I'm inside, all the way behind, in the back part of the basement. The other two investigators in training were on the other side setting up some cameras. So they were near a light switch, thinking maybe that they shut off the light. But the lights, I'll explain. I'm over there, one light bulb starts to flicker. I look up at it, I'm like, light bulb must be going out. I went, boom, then it went out. Then the next one flickered, boom, went out. Then the next one. They didn't all shut off at the same time. They just went off one by one, boom, 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 all the way around till I heard, ah, like that. So I ran to the other side through the portal door, if you ever
Right.
watched the
yeah.
investigation,
Yep.
through the portal door. And then there is this guy, Will, who was an investigator in training, flipping out. He's like, no more, no more, no. He was just freaking out about this. He was out of his mind. And then all of a sudden, I get on the walkie-talkie, Angela, you need to get down here right now. All the lights went on. You got to come, and then, boom, all the lights came on. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
my God.
All at once?
Yes,
Not that,
all
like...
at once. All at
And
once.
and they were
And the
nowhere
light
near
switch
the
was
switch.
not even touched. It was still in the on position.
Yeah, it's cool.
That
That's
was
pretty cool.
out of control.
We were doing that was
That's
a live
cool.
investigation.
Yeah,
We had
also,
the cameras
yeah.
rolling, and we were
Do
shooting.
you have that on film, on
yeah,
tape?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. Actually, I don't know what I did with the footage of him going going crazy. You may have it on your computer.
We may have it. Yeah.
But
Wow.
I do know. We also did an investigation down there called All Alone, Home Investigation All Alone. That's when I was touching base with my Aunt Judy down there.
Right.
Remember that
Oh, yeah, you were
investigation?
all by the table.
I was by myself down there. I was home by myself, and something said to me that, you know what, go down there and see what happens. See if I can communicate with her, because somebody was trying to communicate with us on that live investigation that we had.
Right.
Remember, and we come to the conclusion that it was her. But there was too much activity, too many people, too much commotion.
Well, there was a lot of stuff going on there. I was standing by the window, and I hear a growl. I was like, that's the first time I heard a growl so close to me. I was like, not that I panicked. I said, you got to be kidding me. You're growling at me? That's a lot of people get scared and they go, ooh. That's the only way I could confront it, so. Without going, ooh.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Wait, what was growling? Like a dog or like a dead dog?
Something evil growl at you.
And actually, you can
It
hear
happened
Will
twice.
on the other side of the camera, because he was the cameraman at the time with Jack. And he goes, what the? I can hear that from here.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, he's freaking out still, but just about the noise.
How come you weren't afraid?
Well,
What were you afraid of? There's
What are you,
nothing there.
What are you,
Unless-
afraid of a spirit?
Yeah,
How
get
come
you
you're not
scared,
afraid
get
when
you-
you do tarot card readings?
I'm not.
Well, why?
Because I feel like I have guided angels around me.
Okay, so
So do
why
I.
why would he be
Yeah,
afraid?
no, I don't know. I just
No.
because I've never been growled at.
Good. If you
That's
have something,
why.
That's not true. I growled at you the other day.
if you have something to be afraid of, yes, you're going to be afraid. But if you could go in there and confront these things on your own turf and in your own mind,
Let me tell you something. You want to be afraid? Come with us to Pilgrim State.
I'm coming.
Okay?
I don't
Go
wanna be
with us
afraid.
to the deepest, darkest tunnels of Pilgrim State.
Oh.
By
you
yourself.
can't see your hand
No
in front of your
lights,
face.
no nothing. You can't even see your hand here.
Yeah.
Or go to the darkest cemetery, where we're in the middle of a cemetery.
I would go to the cemetery,
And
but not Pilgrim State.
His daughter was laying flat on her
you
back,
got pushed
going out.
backwards
Okay,
by an evil
you want to
spirit.
talk about being afraid? Go to and have a K2 meter on top of a thing with it lit up all the way, with energy. Every time he walked over to it, it went lit up all the way, and then when I walked over to it, it went back down again. Remember that? You know,
They were more intimidated by him.
Now
Me,
I have what?
I didn't have any control of how to control it yet, and Chris had educated me how to control my mind over the evil.
And it
I'm
worked.
going to
And
need
it worked,
that
100%,
education.
yeah.
I'm going to need that. I'm going to need that. Why do you have to go to like Pilgrim State basement? Like why aren't they like right here with us now? Like
They
They
are.
are.
I think we said that at the
Yeah,
same time.
Wow.
They are, of course they are. But understand
Okay.
something. Why do you go to Gettysburg? You just said, well, commercial
Because a
break.
lot of people
What-
got murdered there.
Okay,
all
a
at
lot of
once.
people
so,
died
like,
in Pilgrim
maybe
State.
their spirits are like hanging around. You know,
Right.
I don't know why
Pilgrim
they'd want to
State.
hang
Have you
around
ever seen
there.
Pilgrim State? It's huge. It's massive. A lot of people
Oh.
died in Pilgrim State.
Okay,
Okay.
that's what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
So how many people died at Madhouse? Can you guys answer that question back there?
I hope I'm not going to die here.
So
It doesn't
they
have to be
are
in the
everywhere.
We
place.
stay here till 1:12.
Potter's
Maybe we
Field.
will.
Potter's Field.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
In
right,
Kings
that
Park.
makes sense.
Right.
How many people? If anybody goes on the Facebook page or the Casper Paranormal Research.com, you'll see a little plaque. Remember that? Do you remember what that plaque said? I said, this is in memory of those who were mentally
Oh,
ill
right, yes.
or something like that.
Oh,
And they were
that's
just kind of just
sad.
thrown in to this field with little tiny square numbers. They were just numbers.
Right.
One or two of them had a name, but they were just numbers.
Are they all mentally ill?
Yeah, yeah. Well, said it on the plaque, whether or not they
Yeah.
were legitimately mentally ill, though, or they were like
Right.
me and Angela,
Right, right.
who just pretend to be mentally ill. But I mean, you don't know.
Okay.
So your
someone
question
keep-
was, why are you afraid, or why weren't you afraid? I could tell you, I'll be
Tell me.
confronted with something that's totally demonic, and I wouldn't be afraid. There's nothing that's going to hurt me.
This plaque is placed in memory of all. This plaque is placed in memory of the hundreds who are buried here. They lived with severe illness. May they rest in peace.
That's what I posted,
This
right?
is Potter's Field.
That's the thing.
Yeah. Can you show that, turn that around? You
Can
won't
we see
even-
that
I'm not
on?
gonna be
No,
able
they won't be able to see that. They won't be able to
it's-
see that.
I
That is-
want to see it.
That is the plaque.
Well, it's a nice plaque.
It's
Now-
a nice plaque as far as
It's a
plaques
burial
go.
stone, yeah.
Well, it's nice that they put that there. Now,
It's nice that they
wouldn't
put
you-
it there, but they threw them into a field with no,
Right, that was a year ago.
because they wouldn't have any. That was a
Yeah.
year ago. I have a question.
Go ahead.
I would rather go to Gettysburg and where like people died in battle that were heroic, than to go to like Pilgrim State, because I think that the
But wait a minute.
spirits
How do you know the
there might be-
people in Pilgrim State
Yeah.
were not heroic? That's not fair.
Okay, that's
there
why
are
I
people
brought
in
it up.
Pilgrim State. There are people in Pilgrim State who went to war, who fought the war.
Oh,
who,
you're right.
Who,
and they have post-traumatic stress.
right, who had to stay in
Okay,
Pilgrim State.
okay.
There are heroes everywhere.
Okay.
They could be heroes right here in this room.
Get back to LJ's thing, or also with the mentally ill people. Your mind, how exactly you say it? How it affects your mind, just like the kids with disabilities have more abilities than other people.
In
Right.
certain
The blind-
circumstances,
The
yeah.
blind
Can smell better or hear better.
smell better, hear better,
Heightened
right?
sense is
Exactly right.
something- Yeah.
But the mentally disabled is just a rearrangement of your mind.
So
What
what's my
part of-
excuse?
Same as mine.
I don't know.
We're out of our minds.
What's her excuse? I don't know. So, call
Birds
us.
of
Let
a
us know what you
feather.
think. What?
Birds of a feather, I said.
Oh, yes, birds of a feather. Yeah, birds of a feather flock together. Is that what you were about to say? Oh. So, if you were to investigate Pilgrim State, do you think that you wouldn't be scared?
I would not be afraid, because I'm with you, to go into a cemetery, but I don't think that I could go into a basement tunnel, like alone, like in a room, because I'm claustrophobic.
Well,
Like underground.
you wouldn't
maybe
do
it's a
very. You
past
would
life-
not do very
Yeah,
good
you
in
would not
Pilgrim
fare
State.
well there.
Let me
you know
tell
what
you-
I mean? Because I think it's a past life thing. Would Jeannie be able to go under the ground
know.
like that?
No, she don't even want to. She don't even want to stay in the apartment. What are you talking about?
Okay.
No, I don't. I don't
think-
know. That's not her thing. I mean,
Yeah, I could go into a cemetery with you, but not something enclosed.
Oh, then that wouldn't work well for you. This is not only enclosed, but like I said when I did the investigation, I fear the living there. I do not fear the dead. When we went in there, now it's pitch black. Okay, we have this equipment. We didn't even have the equipment as technological as we have now. But when we started turning on certain lights and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and saw mattresses where the homeless live inside this place, no, not I'm worried about somebody coming up behind me with a pipe.
Oh.
Okay, in the middle of nowhere, you can't see anything, so somebody could be living in there. We heard all sorts of things in there, right? It's like, what's that? What's that? So it's like, I'm worried about somebody coming up behind me with a pipe. With that, we will be right back. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll talk more about our past
Yeah.
investigations. Be
Yeah.
right with you.
Interesting.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
You know you already want a Toyota, but when you want more from your Toyota store, you want Smithtown Toyota, where every Toyota comes with Smithtown Toyota's Toyota for Life program, giving you lifetime New York State inspections, lifetime 10% discounts on all parts and service, 2 years of complimentary oil changes, 2 years of scheduled maintenance, and more, all at no cost to you, plus low clear-out deals on every Toyota in stock. Get more from your Toyota store. Hurry to Smithtown Toyota.
This is Angelo from Casper Paranormal. Today we're sitting in with Chris doing a reading. Let's see what's going on.
Okay, I've never had a reading like this before, so just bear with me. I'm seeing bugs.
Bugs? I thought you were a psychic medium.
I know, that's what's confusing. Hold on. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
I'll take the bad news.
I think these are spirit bugs.
Spirit bugs? I've never heard of spirit bugs.
That's just it. Do you want the good news?
Yes,
I know Joe from Bug Busters of Long Island. He'll take care of your problem.
that's great.
Okay, welcome back to Casper Paranormal View. My name is Chris. What?
I'm Angelo, I think.
Oh, and you are?
Anu.
Oh, okay, Anu. I'll never get used to that.
I know.
I'm sorry, I just can't do it. I have you in my phone as Ann. And that little U on the end. I'm Chrisu. And that's Angelou.
Angelou.
Angelou. That's good. That's good. I want that. I want that. We are speaking about Casper's past investigations for all of you that have followed us over the years. This is sort of a Christmas type thing going back 1 year.
Kind of
all right?
Yeah.
Wrapping up the whole
year in review.
A year in review.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good. Facebook actually had that year in review, but I kind of.
Really?
Yeah.
They did?
Yeah. They took my stuff. I think everybody had it. And then you were able to click a button, and then it would show all the pictures of over the year that you posted.
You don't want to get on my Facebook then.
Yeah, no, they're all like this and like this, and you know.
From other people, though.
No, but what we're doing is we're going over different investigations of what we've done, and the last one that we talked about was Pilgrim State Psychiatric Center. The building is now abandoned, was abandoned back then. Yes, we did go at night. It did end up being a very short investigation because we were not kicked out, but we were chased pretty much by the police, right?
Getting legally escorted out. No.
Right, yeah.
How'd they know you were in there?
Well, we had
when you see a million flashes from the camera going off, you think.
Yeah, you got to remember now. This is nighttime, and you got to remember that it's pitch black. So when you go, there's no lightning inside there, okay? And it sure as didn't look like a lightning bug. So when the security and everybody drives by and they see something like that, they're shining lights in. I'm like, shut that thing off!
Like
shut that thing off!
Five of us, just cameras flashing all over the place.
Right. So they happened to see that we were there, but fortunate enough, we went there on the daylight hours and got an escape route to say this is where we're going to go. But getting disoriented because it was dark.
Yeah.
It took us a little while to find our way back out again. Now, mind you, we had to park Angelo's truck on the Southern State Parkway. So we had to actually sneak out of this area, find our way back to Angelo's truck, and that was quite an adventure.
I mean, we ended up coming out of the back of the building, going around the side, and here we are, 5 or 6 of us, with equipment, just walking nonchalantly.
Yeah, with cameras and
it wasn't us.
Wasn't us. We weren't there. I promise. You know, and so luckily we got away with it. No problems. I will say the next interesting one would be probably Kings Park Psychiatric Center.
Oh.
Yeah, we went there.
We went there looking for Potter's Field.
Correct.
And we couldn't find it.
No, we got this wrong.
But we came upon this abandoned little building. Remember that?
No, we were like 50 feet from
we were, but we went inside this little old building, remember? And we saw this stainless steel long trough.
Yeah, that was...
remember that?
Yeah, but we ended up finding out that was where they did the horses that the horses used to take care of the place. They used to use the horses for the travel. That's what it was, a horse and buggy.
Yeah.
Many years ago, and that's how they got rid of the horses. So it wasn't. We thought it was human. Well, we were wrong.
Well, you know what? It was really old. You know, we went in there, we took some pictures. There wasn't a lot to be found, okay? But it was creepy. I mean, it was creepy. We were in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Oh, mind you, that part of that is still open. I'll never forget the day. Remember, we drove up with the truck. I went into X directions of where Potter's Field may be. Right?
Yeah, in the real psychiatric.
You want to talk about the scary part? I walked in there. I don't know if anybody that's watching us right now believes in zombies, but if there was to be a zombie found, it would be there. I walked in there, and it was like The Walking Dead.
Absolutely. Yeah,
they were just
we were
walking like this
from outside and like
boom, just walking like this. People talking to themselves in the corner.
Basically.
Zombies. One lady behind a counter with glass really thick. I asked her where Potter's Field was. I asked her for a security officer. She said there's nobody here, just me. I'm like, really? Because I wouldn't be sitting behind here if that was you.
Psychos.
Right. And with all due respect, psychos.
No pun intended.
Okay. But yeah, I would be nervous to have that job. I got back in the truck. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You would not believe if you went in there. It was just.
Where is this?
Kings Park.
Kings Park, but I thought it closed.
No.
Yeah, that's what you think. There's a section of it opened. Yeah.
Really?
But we found this open field, which was real crazy. We ended up walking the whole place. Walked a
I
couple
had
miles
no
that night.
idea there was a section of it still open.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't either. I just saw a bunch of people
But
walking around.
With the IR cameras and stuff, with the digital cameras, we were able to pick up quite a few nice size orbs, different colors, and Chris was actually attracted to one little area.
Well, I wasn't sexually attracted to it. You know.
Well,
You were attracted to it.
No, I don't know.
She didn't leave.
I'm not an orb kind of guy.
Well, that's true.
To tell you the truth, I never was attracted to orbs.
But he was sensing something in this one area, and he just stayed there. He was almost not himself.
You know. Also, if you want to talk about Potter's Field, remember we were. You had to be with us that time when we went. Did you go to Potter's Field with us? Yeah. Okay. So when I said it's not here,
no, I did not.
I said it's not here.
Right.
It's across the street. Did you come with us that time?
No.
We went across the street, and that's where all the activity happened. That's where a huge amount of pictures were taken. That's where the brush was, and that's in the middle of. It was just absolutely bizarre. We need to go back there with all the modern equipment that we have now,
Right.
and because now we can. Am I correct on saying that we can actually record right onto
Right
the
onto
laptop?
the laptop.
Explain that to me.
Well, I have the adapter now with the Mac. It makes it perfect. So we can hook the IR cameras instead of bringing the DVR and the converter and the battery and everything else right into the laptop.
Now, is there a way that we can actually do a live investigation?
We'd have to bring because it would just drain this battery real quick. Yeah,
But we could bring the battery, no?
Yeah, battery.
We could do a live. We can do a live investigation. We can. That's why we still keep the live stream open on our account too, in case we decide to do another live one like we did last time. And then we could do a live investigation. You guys can watch it like we did last year, and have another live one. If you want another live investigation by Casper, do me a favor, post that on my Facebook page or our Facebook page. I have no idea what the name of it is. What is our Facebook page anyway?
Right behind you, on the
Yeah.
back.
Does it say that there? It's, is this it? Casper, Paranormal Research in parentheses. I guess that's right.
Yeah, that's the one.
And this is our website, CasperParanormalResearch.com. And then our other page, Casper Paranormal Readings by Chris, Facebook. So make sure that you go onto those and you can see, and if you can just post whatever you want about the show. Go on to Madhouse Reality TV. Make sure you join up there so you can watch us there also. And your next investigation?
You want to get an investigation? You want to go into what we were talking about outside? Want to do one more investigation?
No, tell me what we were talking about outside. I have short-term
We're living
memory.
in someone else's brain.
Oh, yeah. Bring that
What?
up.
Let's hear that.
No, Janet Grace actually
Janet
brought
Grace
that up.
actually brought that up on our show.
Did she?
And
Because
she says-
I was out in the audience. I couldn't hear.
What was the thing behind it? I forgot what it was, but it says that it was actually a news article I went back and read that says we are actually living in somebody else's brain.
Like, what does that mean?
Okay. That took me, what was she on it, 3 weeks ago? 3 weeks to really start grasping this thing at night and start thinking and thinking and thinking about it. Okay. If we lived in somebody else's brain, or if somebody lived in our brain, they'd be a little special.
Wait, I got somebody living in my brain now, dude. So,
Yeah, I know.
you know.
All right, we'd be this little neutron
Neutron.
that roams around our brain, right? Every time you think and have a thought process, you could be one of those little neutrons and have a thought process in my head. So if you figure that you're living in somebody else's head, come on,
like,
come on,
I
you got to
could
really
get-
think about this. This is actually
wait a minute.
feasible,
I think I understand what you mean.
right?
Like, a part of my
everything that somebody thinks,
my energy. Yeah, everything that somebody thinks.
somebody thinks, we're just a little thought process in somebody's realm
Oh, I like
of a
that.
brain.
So, like, we could be thinking the same thing at the same time.
I think you're all
Basically, yeah.
nuts if you ask me.
Why?
Dude,
Why? I
really?
get it.
You
'Cause
think
who's
that
living in your brain? I want to
No
know.
doubt that you get it. What'd you say you were doing tonight after the show? At 12 o'clock?
What'd
you say?
That was a joke.
What was it?
I said I was going to have a Kool-Aid party.
A Kool-Aid party. What are you going to have? The big guys saying, ooh, Kool-Aid. And, you know, that's you, isn't it? You can come out.
No, that was, I'm not.
But really, I mean,
no, she's been off the
you
wall
really are
lately.
thinking
I
about
don't
that.
know. She's been posting things,
it's going to
weird
take weeks
things.
to really start thinking about that. We could be inside somebody else's brain.
No, I know exactly. Who's in your brain?
Oh,
I'm afraid to find
like
out.
A little person.
No, I got a pea brain. Nobody can fit in
quantum
here.
physics.
I love quantum physics.
Do you really?
I do.
Well, then you should speak with Alice. Actually, I think Alice and
I should speak with
Janet
Alice.
Grace
Yeah,
belong to the same ministry. You should go there. There's a gentleman actually teaching quantum physics now, I believe. Janet, if you're watching, or Alice, if you're watching, please let her know.
I will.
He has a course on this.
I would love to take that.
And he's actually teaching it right now.
Go. Angela, do you know about the string theory?
Polio string cheese?
No.
I love polio string cheese.
No, it's
Absolutely.
physics.
Okay, yeah.
It's physics.
I've heard about
it. There's these little strings that are in a pattern that we are all connected to.
Can you hear me on my microphone?
As
This lady's
we're
crazy.
all connected to each other, that we're all connected to all things, that we're all connected to the entire universe and beyond.
Okay,
Well,
just so everybody knows,
String
I don't want to go off the subject, but we are going to commit her. Just to let you know, she is.
Pilgrim State Basement.
If you want a reading, you can actually go into the functioning part of Kings Park Psychiatric Center, and you can visit Anu. Okay, and then you can have your own reading right there and then. Yeah, she's definitely.
Committed.
Oh, she'll be in the corner.
You're only going to see my orb.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's got an orb, all right, right on the top of her head.
Well, come on,
let's see.
really
Anu
think
wants a
about
reading
that.
tonight
Right?
for
I got
herself.
you, Angelo.
Yeah.
I
Are you feeling
understand.
anything around her? Oh, I see. I get this. I get this thing that says Anu wants a reading for herself tonight. Are you feeling anything around her? Let's see. Well,
Is Jeannie psychic now?
no, I'm just fearing this plane ride. But no, am I kidding? The plane ride will be fine. No, I don't actually sense. Well, why don't you tell everybody how we met? How's that?
We met on Facebook.
Did we?
Yes, we did. We
Okay.
met through our friend Joanne, and she included me on this page.
Mm-hmm. And then what happened?
So, and I saw you wrote, if you want a reading, call me right now. So I said, he's not going to answer the phone. It was like Monday morning. And I picked up the phone and I called and you answered.
Well, that's what people do when the phone rings.
And said, come on, let's do it. And I got
Whoa.
Let's do it.
I didn't say that.
whoa.
No.
But we'll get more
No,
into
he
this
didn't
story.
say
Let's
that,
do
We'll
it.
get more
but-
into this story in a minute. We're going to take a commercial. We will be right back.
Let's do it.
Hi, I'm Vinny, owner of VMD Electric. Family owned and operated since 1996, serving all of Nassau and Suffolk County. You can call us anytime, night or day, at 631-669-6915 for all your residential and commercial needs. Here are some photos of our current projects.
Suffolk County Gold Refinery for the highest paid prices for your gold, diamonds, and jewelry with cash on the spot. Visit their showroom for unbelievable prices on fine jewelry and engagement rings. 71 Millbar Boulevard, Farmingdale. 631-777-CASH. Suffolk County Gold Refinery for the highest paid prices for your gold, diamonds, and jewelry with cash on the spot. Visit their showroom for unbelievable prices on fine jewelry and engagement rings. 71 Millbar Boulevard, Farmingdale. 631-777-CASH for the highest paid prices for your gold, diamonds, and jewelry with cash on the spot. Suffolk County Gold Refinery. 631-777-CASH.
What is Grand Prix Motorsports? It's a full-service motorsport performance and service shop. It's West Coast custom style, East Coast pricing, old-school customer service, custom-built bikes, all-out performance upgrades, and free towing too. Grand Prix Motorsports is automobile, motorcycle, jet ski, and ATV, performance, service, and repair. It's online at GrandPrixMS.com. Grand Prix Motorsports, Long Island Avenue, Deer Park.
Welcome back to the Casper Paranormal View. We were talking, what were we talking about?
Quantum physics.
String theory.
String theory.
Polio.
Living in somebody else's brain.
Yeah.
What's in my brain?
You don't. You have peas in your brain. We have neutrons in ours.
Yeah, you have neutrons, all right.
Me and Andrew.
Carrots?
Carrot?
Well, then,
brain?
no, that's the carrots growing in your brain, yeah.
Carrot
peas and
top?
carrots.
Oh, he's got peas and carrots? Aw.
Peas and carrots. That's cute. I like that.
That was cute. That was cute.
All right.
Okay, so
Good.
we already talked about some really cool investigations already. What is the most paranormal thing that we have done that sticks in your mind? Ready? Go.
Would be
No, you
Master
paused.
Piqua and no pause.
All right, go.
Because I wanted to say it's actually something that I was involved in with
Right.
nobody around.
Oh, okay.
The most paranormal thing that I have seen.
Okay.
When I was working at my aunt's house, who was deceased at the time, that her favorite place in the house was the attic. And I'm working downstairs. I do carpentry work during the day. I'm working at the base of the stairs, and I'm looking up, and all of a sudden I see this apparition of my aunt, full body, right up in the attic. I'm like, I saw her in the dress she was buried in.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
That was cool.
Yeah.
See, like a lot of people would be afraid of that. I would
Wow.
enjoy that.
I
By
would
the
too.
way, just for
I
the
would
people
like
that are
that.
waiting to be accepted on chat,
Oh, look at you. I got the children.
there are
Oh,
some
that's good.
people.
That's good.
There are some people waiting to be accepted when you sign on as a member. They'll eventually accept you. I just got some text there waiting to be accepted.
I did put that out earlier. I said you had to sign on earlier,
Right.
and they'll accept you. Yeah, I did
Right,
put
that-
that
that's-
out earlier.
I got 2 texts. They said they're going to accept you so you can chat online with us. Just so you know, Laura wants to chime in on chat. All right. So it'll be good to have her back
Yes.
on.
Let's
but
get back to it. I'm not done.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So
I'm
I see,
sorry. Go ahead.
a full body apparition, and my uncle, who was always a kidder. So I'm working. I'm hanging a door, and I'm kneeling, putting the knob on. I have all my tools next to me, and I know when I put stuff down, I know exactly where my tools are. I went to reach for a hammer, and I'm like, it's gone. I walk into the next room. I come back, and it's back.
Wow. Wait, Angelo. I want to interrupt for 1 second. You're talking about paranormal. Your camera's going crazy over here.
That's my uncle.
That is bizarre.
What do you mean?
That is really
That's my
bizarre.
uncle.
I can't see because
the
I'm not allowed to.
camera's
No,
going
you're not
nuts.
allowed to see it.
Oh.
That's saying he's by.
Look at that.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Look at that.
That's
That
your aunt.
is.
It's my uncle. Yeah, he's a kid. He's
I'll
very
tell you, yeah,
strong.
come over to camera 1. Camera 2 just started flipping out. He
Right.
started talking about seeing an apparition and his uncle messing with him. And all of a sudden, the camera just started going,
There we go.
like crazy here. And Tom, the great technical guru that he is looking at the cord saying, what's going on here?
He's trying
So-
to find the logical of
There is no logical
It's a
things when you
loose-
do a paranormal show, by the way, just so everybody knows.
no right and
I'm
there's
not
no
saying
wrong.
it's paranormal. I'm just saying. Okay?
We just got an invitation to do an investigation at a deli.
At a deli.
At a deli.
Really? Is it a sandwich
Where?
included?
I'll come.
Is it a Jewish deli?
Oh.
Wait. No, seriously, what kind of deli?
One here, a local deli.
How did we get an invitation?
I just
Angelo,
it's on chat.
You're on chat.
I'm on
I'm on
chat.
chat too.
It says it right there. That I'm not going to name all these streets. and stuff,
Oh,
but
wow,
places.
yeah, look at that. I see it now. It's on chat. Guys, join chat. It's really cool. You can actually see all the stuff. They're talking
The
about a
loaf
haunted
of
deli.
bread flew across the room.
Let me tell you something.
Was it Italian bread?
There's no.
No, it's probably challah bread. Challah bread.
No, it's not a Jewish deli.
Oh.
No. Angela can relate if it's
know
an
they don't.
Italian piece of bread. I'm telling
Rye
you right now.
bread. Rye bread. There we go.
A piece of rye bread would be
Rye bread.
awesome.
Wow.
I love toasted rye with butter.
Wow.
All right, my thing.
Really?
Laura, I don't know what's going on with you with the chat. Okay, you're up.
Where is this
I don't see her
she
on.
now has to sign in. She probably has to refresh.
Refresh your camera. Refresh your page. You'll be able to sign in, and you'll be all done. And then you can get just enough time for us to say goodbye, unless we're going to 8:30. I don't know. I don't actually. Our views are up much higher than they were before. So everybody's starting to come back on. Are we doing 8 o'clock? Okay, so we're going to be cutting it at around 8. So, Laura, I want to see you signed on before 8. If you are not signed on before 8, you will no longer ever get a free reading from me. Oh, there's Laura. There you go. Okay. Type in, hi, Laura, just like the old days.
Yeah, there we are.
Okay, type in hi, because I don't feel like spelling Laura, because that's my sister's name. But anyway, Laura actually had a lot of paranormal things happen to her.
Yes.
One of our viewers, who has been one of our viewers since day one of Casper. Laura moved, yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was because of that, but she said she hoped she didn't bring whatever was there with her.
And she did not. She did not. I actually talked to Laura a few times since then. Not only did I talk to Laura, it was very funny because I had this vibe I'm getting, and I typed in, "Be careful with your tires." And she texted back, "OMG, my husband just told me about my tires."
Really?
And then I need to get air, like something about the tires. Now it turns out that it was something about a tie rod or something like that too.
Oh, okay.
So there was all that whole thing. Strange things like happen with Laura. She's quite the strange cookie. Thank you, Laura, for signing on again. We really appreciate that.
Wow.
Yeah, a bad tire. So it just, I don't know. Those things, there are people who doubt, and I respect their views. But really, I don't know what I'm doing. But if I could text somebody, "Be careful of your tire," 2 minutes before that, and her husband said, "Listen, we need to get the tire fixed," there's no way. She lives in Ohio, for God's sake, so there's no way.
Tire, and I guess the tire rod end went, which
threw off the alignment of the tire and everything. Yeah. So it was really pretty bizarre how that all happened. So I don't know what that was about. But as far as this pea brain that you're talking about and string cheese,
carrots,
I don't know about the peas and carrots and the string cheese and the whole rye bread thing. But I do know that I'm getting hungry talking about it. I mean, for sure. So before we wrap anything up, because we're wrapping it up at 8 o'clock tonight, because we did a show previous to this.
Tom and LJ show.
And it is, my bedtime. So do you have anything else to say before you crash on the plane?
It's been a great ride, everybody. See you on the next side.
You posted that. You posted that, actually. It's been a great ride.
That's great.
She's actually flipping on this thing, I'm telling you. I don't want to be the person sitting next to her on a plane. She's going to be one of the people where the person actually hangs themselves on the plane.
See that? The guy's going to have nail marks in his arm.
Yeah, right. She's going to be the person.
What happened to you?
Like if I was sitting next to her, I'd be like like this, because I know she's going to be the whole time, right?
6.5 hours.
When are you coming back?
January 3rd.
Okay.
So I won't be here for the next 2 weeks, and I'll miss you guys, but I will be back.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I want to come back.
Be back in spirit.
Yes, no doubt. Angela, any last words? First of all, do you want to say your number about your readings or anything?
Yes. My readings by Anu, 631-219-2442.
Very good. You memorized that well. Angelo, anything you want to share?
We said we put our heartfelt thoughts out with the kids in Connecticut. That was such a terrible thing. And also, this is one paranormal guy. We're really, if we could get to you, we're going to crush you. That wants to go and investigate these kids. Leave it alone. That's all we're going to say. If not, we will find you and we will come and crush you.
Yeah, don't grandstand on such a tragedy. Okay, that's not cool. By the way, Jeannie's saying the universe is someone's mind. I don't get it. I don't get it. But readings by Chris, 631-838-2166. You can always post on the Casper Paranormal Facebook page. And you can reach that Facebook page by going on our website, CasperParanormalResearch.com, and click on the Facebook link. And please join Madhouse Reality TV.
TV, please.
Right? And,
so they can sign you in, they click you OK, and you're good to go.
And we're going out. Everybody have a great holiday.
Have a
we
good
will talk
holiday.
to you after Christmas. Have a good night.